Hi, welcome to PlantPure Nation Kitchen. I'm Kim Campbell, and today I would like to go over how to set up your kitchen so that you can prepare your own plant-based breakfast. The first thing we go to when we're building a breakfast is milk. Most of us are used to eating 2% whole milk, skim milk, goat's milk, and animal-based milk. It's really easy to transition to plant-based milk because there's so many different choices and so many different flavors that go with it. You can go to a mainstream grocery store and you can get milks like soy milk, you can get an almond milk at a mainstream grocery store, and I've even seen coconut milks at a mainstream grocery store. Head over to Whole Foods or a natural food store and you'll find hazelnut milk, rice milk, oat milk, which by the way, oat milk is a little sweet. It has no added sugars, it just happens to be one of the sweeter milks, and a hemp milk. Try the different ones because what works in your family will be different than what works in my family. Once you find the milk you love, then the typical reaction for most people is to go find a cold cereal. There's a lot of cereals to choose from. It's complicated. There's a whole aisle in the grocery store of cereals. 90% of those cereals are not terribly healthy. There's a lot of added sugars and oils. So to make it easy for you, I picked out a few really healthy, wholesome ones. First of all, we have shredded wheat and another form of shredded wheat. These are 100% whole grain. There's nothing in them, just wheat. An Ezekiel product, which is a nice product, it's all whole grains. It has very little sugar, and there's different varieties of Ezekiel. This is a very nice cereal. And then this cereal, which is Nature's Path, I actually found this in Walmart, and I found it at Lowe's, and I found it at Whole Foods. So it's interesting, some of the mainstream grocery stores are carrying more of the healthy cereals. So there's 4 good cereals to start with. Hot cereal seems to be the all-American breakfast, and I personally like my breakfast to be hot cereal as well. People usually start with oatmeal. Oatmeal's gluten-free, so if you're trying to stay away from wheat, that's wonderful. Steel-cut oats, you need to soak these a little bit longer. I even found a cereal that's 8 grains, a multi-grain cereal. There's rice, hot rice cereal. You can even use quinoa as a hot cereal as well. So be a little adventurous with the hot cereals and try a variety. A lot of times we want to top things. So I'm going to talk about nuts and seeds. There's a lot of nuts and seeds you can choose from. I have cashews, flax meal, which is ground up flax seeds, sunflower seeds, walnuts. You want to make sure that your nuts are raw nuts and not roasted because a lot of times they're roasted in oil and there's a lot of salt on them. So all of these are raw. And then you want to go to fruits. When you pick your fruits, try to pick things that are in season and dried fruit. Don't be afraid to use dried fruit. Dried cranberries, dried raisins, that'll sweeten it up. And all of these will give it the natural sweetener that you need. Breakfast shouldn't take a lot of time, but there are people who just like plain toast. So make sure you're getting whole grain, 100% whole wheat or whole grain breads. I have a personal favorite, and you can now find these in mainstream grocery stores, is Ezekiel bread. Find yourself 100% natural peanut butter, and this has just peanuts, no salt, no sugar, just peanuts. Sometimes a jam that's 100% fruit is nice, and just having a piece of toast with a little bit of peanut butter, not a lot of peanut butter, and a little bit of jelly is a really nice breakfast. We really need to cut down on sugar, but it's almost impossible to get it out of our diet, especially if we're used to eating it. What I would recommend is 100% pure maple syrup. It is a little bit expensive. That'll make you use a lot less of it. But if you have a bowl of oatmeal or a bowl of cereal, maybe a couple of teaspoons of 100% pure maple syrup would be a nice addition. So that's all I have to say for breakfast. I hope it's simple, I hope it's easy, and I hope you enjoy your PlantPure breakfast.